training and a competition. Good morning. We are just pushing the live button and just seeing what's going to happen. Let's tilt that back a bit. God. There's a face first thing in the morning, eh?
Can you say something then? Testing, testing.
Testing, testing, testing. Have we got sound? Have we got sound? Is there anybody there? Does anybody care? We're all going to die.
Yes, yes. Yes, we have sound.
We have sound. We are up and running. So,
good morning, everyone.
Good morning and welcome to Shop Life. Anybody want my shop? Anybody want my life at the moment? Anybody want to move away from England? Oh dear. So anyway, first of all, let's apologise for last week's complete nosedive that I did, and say that I was determined to come on here today and to be far more positive. And so my best is, how are we doing? Well, we're bumping along the bottom but aiming high. How about that? There we go. And it feels as if with small businesses currently, it's all about sort of trial and tribulation, and it does get a bit wearing, to say the least. But I did have a lovely long conversation via text message with a very well-respected antiques dealer in Bristol, in a posh part of Bristol, and even he said that it has been very quiet, and it could be to do with Cheltenham races being on, it could be the weather, it could be just the cost of living, it could be that there's an R in the month, who knows. And he just said, well, you've got a good little business there, Fifi, just keep doing what you're doing, hold the faith, and try and do something creative and positive every day, and eventually it'll be okay. And he's been in the business for 38 years, and I am relying on him to have been telling me the truth and not just blowing smoke up my behind. So that's what we're going to do today. It's what we've been doing for what feels like months. Shouldn't get political, but if Liz Truss came in here right now. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Not doing very well at being uber positive.
What's your
Bloody
favourite
hell.
thing in the shop at the moment?
My favourite thing in the shop, well, I'll tell you the weirdest thing in the shop is the sideboard that I painted with the freehand stripes on it to use up old paint. And it's not that it's my favourite thing in the shop, but I put it on thinking people are just going to think I've lost the plot, and they probably do secretly. But it's had a lot of interest. Not people saying, I must have that in my house, here's the money, let me take it away now. But a lot of people saying, wow, that's different, and actually we really quite like it. So I figured that with a name for the shop like Fifi's Fancy Furniture, you do have to have the odd thing in the shop which is completely barking, other than me and Nick. So that kind of fits the bill. And what we thought we would do is do a little competition this week, and we will ask people to pop in and guess the colours of the stripes in the right order. Now, it's not as easy as you think, because we've used paints from right across the ranges, the wall paints, the alfresco, the lazy, the original, limited editions, and of course it slightly changes the colour of them when you add browning wax. So it's not going to be your easiest challenge, people. But we figured that if people wanted to pop in, you can borrow our paint charts, you can check things, and if you can come up with the right order and the right colours, and we will take your piece of paper and pop it into our big jar, and then we will pull out the winning ticket next week, or we'll announce the winner next week. And the prize will be a tin of Frenchic paint of your choice, from the alfresco, lazy, or the original range, a 750ml tin, which is worth £21.95. So it's just a bit of fun, just to see who can identify the colours. We'll get Ginger to get out of her chair in a minute. She's looking like Granny Grove over there in the corner with her dog blanket over her lap. Stop Paddy getting the hair on her lap.
I am
And a
Granny
coffee.
Grove. I am the reincarnation of Granny Grove.
Would have been our grandmother's mother, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the picture on Grampy's sideboard. She's a sweet little lady. So we'll turn it round and we'll just have a look at this cabinet. So I can't mention colours, obs, because otherwise that would give away too much. But needless to say, and in terms of actually doing it, I was inspired to do it because I was watching one of Drew Pritchard's programmes, I don't know, 18 months or so ago, and he was on his travels and he'd gone to a big barn in Wales. Why are you getting so close?
Say Drew Pritchard again.
Drew Pritchard, my hero. Anyway, he was looking around a very big chapel. It was in Wales, North Wales, and there was a chest of drawers, and it was really sort of naive and rustic. And somebody had obviously used bits of old paint, and they'd used a much thinner brush than I had, and they just sort of dragged the lines down, and there was something lovely about it. I really, really liked it, and he really liked it. He bought it, and it's been in the back of my mind for ages. So when this sideboard came in, which was knackered, totally knackered, it arrived with the top not even on it. Nick had to repair it.
Simon is saying, morning team, it reminds me of my love life, abstract but colourful and glorious. Wow, that's pretty...
God,
interesting. I think we need you to come in and tell us more about that.
We need details, Simon. we need lifting. So I just used a flat brush and I did it freehand, and you'd think that'd be nice and easy. I thought, right, just start there, keep going. But of course, your paint on your brush runs out about 6 inches down, so you have to reload it, and then when you put it on, the paint splurges out. Much harder than I thought.
This is a very skilled piece of work.
Well, I wouldn't say skilled. Next time I might even do masking tape, but I just wanted it to look naive, and I think it's definitely what you would call naive. The inside has all been painted, and the inside of the cabinets is all painted, and there's a shelf inside the cabinets which we've left just as natural wood. And I just figured that if nobody buys it, and I wouldn't blame them if they didn't, then it can stay in the shop and we can put things on it, and it really, really, really doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun. So that's gone on for $4.95, and we've got another piece that we painted down in the other room, and I've got some more projects on the go at home. It's dawned on me that I've only got 2 weeks left of our winter hours, and so from the 1st of April we're back to our
morning,
full
says
time.
Tracy Allen.
Morning, Tracy. Thanks for coming in last week, darling, and thank you for bringing me the flowers, which are still up on my desk, flowering away beautifully. Thank you so much. I had lots of lovely messages from people last week saying keep your chin up, and made me feel a bit ashamed actually for being so negative. But anyway, it was the truth, and people have been so responsive and so lovely. What else have we got this new bits-wise? We haven't got that many bits this week, have we? We've got a few.
What's your favourite thing then?
My favourite thing? I think my favourite thing is actually this lovely, beautiful, genuine old antique over here, which nobody else seems to love because we've had it quite a while. But we recently painted the inside in a sort of a duck egg blue, and it just lifted it. And I just love the rosewood, and I love the contrast with the blue, and I think that would make the most amazing cabinet in a bathroom. So I hope that somebody else will love it and that will go. The blue and white pot I bought, and as I was putting the label on it, I felt something on the outside, and unfortunately there's a little hairline crack around the top. So we put it on really cheaply at $12.95.
Wow.
If you put water in it, it would be fine, because actually the crack is way above where the waterline would be. Or you could have magnificent peacock feathers in it. So I'm sure it's not a wasted jar, but it's just that I can't sell it for the price I'd wanted to because of the crack that's in it. What were the other things, Nick? Yeah, we've got the set. I managed to find a duplicate set, so I've incorporated those into the set. We've actually put them on for the same price because I managed to get the second set at a really good deal. So it's a set of 8 for $44.95, and these are the commemorative Royal Worcester in celebration of HRH's 80th birthday. And I just thought that they were rather cute.
I'm trying to wait for her to stop speaking.
Why?
So Tony says, good morning team, have a lovely day. Julie says, good morning, hope you're all okay.
Thank you.
And
thank
Michael
you.
Wingert says, hi Fee, you handsome beast.
Well, I haven't been called a handsome beast for a while, so thanks very much, Mike. Let's go down here and just show you the other piece of furniture that's come in. This is one that we've had at home for a little while. It was a bloody nightmare to move it. It was fragile, so we were a bit sort of concerned about it. But it's a beautiful old antique display cabinet, and we've painted the inside using Kiss Me Slowly, as in the berries rather than passion. But it's a very gorgeous sort of electric blue almost. And we've got glass shelves here. I haven't cleaned the glass shelves. I haven't cleaned the glass doors. We only bought it up yesterday. But we fitted the little lights, and there's a remote control for the lights, and you can have it either ice white.
The royal we.
Yeah, the royal we, as in mainly Nick. I don't know how to change these. White. I think that makes the lights much whiter. No, I don't know. You do it, Nick. Stand by. Oh, there you go. Look, that changes the colour completely, makes it even look more sort of purpley. And we've painted the inside of this here. So apart from actually just sort of cleaning it, which I haven't actually done yet, this is going to go on to the Instagram page, and it's going to be £375. I don't quite know what we're going to dress it with. Some really pretty china or some lovely bits of objet d'art, but needless to say, I was very relieved to get it into the shop in one piece, because that was not particularly easy to move around. In here, we've had lots more bits of gardening stuff coming in, but nothing that's sort of really significant. We could go outside and have a little look out there. I haven't put this shelf priced up yet. I keep meaning to, and then I walk past it and forget. That's one that the lovely Sophie Work Experience girl painted last week, and I haven't priced it up yet, but I will. Still got the lovely bird bath there for 145. What's nice about this one is that the bird bath itself is actually reasonably deep. The one I've got at home is very shallow, and if you have a hot day, it feels as if everything evaporates from it, and I'm constantly filling it up. This is a bit on the wonk, that one. That's where it falls off and smashes, and I just think, that's it. I'm going home, going back to bed. We've got this in the window, which is a really lovely tea light holder. Again, that one hasn't gone on yet. Not easy to take a photograph, because you need to have it hanging, and then you've got the light behind it, and then you've got the window bar. So not easy to put a picture on the internet, but that's going to be £74.95. And you put your little tea lights into these little pendulum, what do you call those, pendant things? And then you could put flowers in the middle, or shells, or another candle, or just leave it as it is. Right, let's go and find his lead, have a quick look outside whilst it's not raining. You're going to come outside, Pats? I'm sure there were other bits and pieces, but brain is blank today, as usual. He's a good boy. Lovely, look, he knows the drill, doesn't he? He knows the drill. Right, let's have a quick look outside. There we go. Come on in, Paddy. This came in this week. I think this is fab. It's a heavy bin. It's got two handles on that side, one handle on this side. The base is much bigger than the top. So from a stability point of view, if you wanted to use this as a planter for a tree, it would work beautifully. And I think an olive tree in that, and if it was mine, I'd then get my alfresco paint, which is your outdoor paint, and I would paint the outside of it. And I'm thinking either blackjack, or probably nicer still, the Olivia, which is just that beautiful sort of olivey green colour. And I think that would look super somewhere in your garden as a little feature. This is here, £36. This is a vintage harvesting galvanised wire basket. They might have collected these sort of things for oysters and stuff as well on the beach, mightn't they? And we've got lots of these really lovely little terracotta pots. They're all £2.40 each. The crown's looking nice on this big pot. Don't forget that if you fill that with soil and you put your round box bush in there, and then you have your big crown over the top, it just adds a little bit of extra interest, and it's your crowning glory. So same with the pots. I was growing this plant on, it was doing so well, and then all of a sudden it took a nosedive, and I thought, what's going on? Found a bloody slug in there that must have come in on another plant and had got busy on it. So I'm going to trim it all off, refeed it, and hopefully that will start up again. And then we've had this lovely little pig in, little stone pig that we got in yesterday, which is on for £19.95, beautifully weathered, just a nice characterful little pig for the garden. And it's starting to rain, so we'll call it a day. So paint is going mad, absolutely mad. Now that we have the concession up at the Malt House in Stroud and we're selling paint up there, it feels like I'm ordering paint every couple of days, which is fantastic news. People are beginning to get their painting mojo on, so that's great. He knows that we're at the end of the broadcast. He's got his pour up ready for his TREAT. He's been a very good boy. And all things being equal, and God willing, we will be back next week, won't we?
We will.
Just tell us quickly about the Malt House.
Yes, the Malt House is a 2-storied old mill house in Stroud. Loads of parking, free parking. It's on 2 floors. We're on the top floor. Lots of concessions for antiques and vintage wares. Fantastic cafe. And we've got a nice sort of reasonable sized space up there, which we have stock in, different stock from here. And we obviously sell the paint there as well. So if you get a chance to visit, they're open every day, including Sundays, apart from Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And they're open from 10 till 5. So if you fancy a bit of a day out, you can wander around in there very easily for 2 hours and take plenty of money, because there's lots of loveliness in there that you might want to buy. And that is it. We're done. So thank you, peeps, for joining us. Much appreciated. And
Please like and share and subscribe and comment. It
yeah,
all
all
helps
of
the
that.
algorithm, helps Fifi stay alive on the high street.
Something needs to make me stay alive.
And let's just say, I think this shadow person, this Nick here, is actually the stalwart of the whole entire organisation, and
So is.
keeps everything going. Never seems to be complaining, and
I'm flapping around like
completely
a
manages to make everything
dying
work.
swan.
Well done.
Yes, well done,
Thank you
Nick.
very
Much
much.
appreciated. You really are. Right.
See
Have
you
a good
next
week,
week,
everybody.
same
Loads
time.
of love.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.